My digital lot has closed down its Yishun showroom after SLA asked for over $500,000. And here's the thing, you might be affected too. Watch to the end and then you'll know why this is a grey area, like cash living in HDB. So, my digital lot, the company that even Liang Ximei use, announced that they have to close down their Yishun showroom. The reason? They refuse to pay over $500,000 every 3 years to SLA to open a showroom there. And this isn't rental but a special charge.
You with my rental?
So, what happened You see before you go, oi, I buy this place I can do anything I want with it you must be single Just like when you cannot buy a condo unit and then use it as a shop to sell gohyong the commercial unit you buy also got rules one For commercial one you have 3 main types office grade, B1 industrial and B2 industrial. Office is simple Their use just purely for office use only, and usually is the one that Gen Z used to do a day in the life of a 21-year-old corporate slave TikTok video. B1 and B2 is a little tricky These are industry property, and B1 is lighter without much environmental impact, while B2 is heavier with more environmental impact. An example is that B1 is for warehousing and then B2 is for cooking gohyong. Cause both are considered factory. And here's a very popular rule you might have heard of before, the 60-40 rule. For B1 or B2 property, at least 60% of the unit should be used for its purpose. So for example, if you are a Shopee seller, at least 60% of the unit should be used for storing your products, packing your products, and of course the latest style, doing live stream. The other 40% can be used to support a main business like an office. Now if that's confusing, just think of B1 or B2 as an active infantry company in the army. The office is small and most of the space is used for training. Office grade is like those HQ units in the army. Now if you're confused, let me confuse you even more. For B2 units, it's actually quite obvious that they are factories, so not too much of an issue. But popular buildings like Mid-View City or A Post Biz Hut, despite them looking at office buildings, are actually B1 buildings. In fact, there are many B1 buildings in Singapore, and let's face it, there are businesses in these buildings that don't follow the 60-40 rule. Some of them are like 100% office.
Hello?
You know, kind of like infantry company in the army where everyone is macam office workers just sitting around doing nothing. How can there be such a...
Hey bro.
Hey bro.
Hello John,
I need to
later
catch
you
up on my
booking
sleep.
you buy
Don't know much
beer.
tomorrow,
Last time
can
always
make
I
up
buy
tomorrow.
Sorry gentlemen, never mind, we need to take your bloody
Yeah, so here's the thing. This is kind of a very grey area. Cause enforcing it is like enforcing the HDB rules about cats in Singapore. Hard. So it's my digital lot one of the unlucky ones who's caught. This one no one knows but what is confirmed is that just like you cannot turn a unit in your building into a makeshift canteen, you cannot turn your B1 or B2 unit into a showroom. However, I got one special rule for showroom. You can have a showroom at the first level of the building, but you need to pay a fee. The fee will be computed back on Group A, which is like shops or office. Yeah, so basically my digital lot needs to pay $500,000 for 3 years to use that as a showroom. Which if you think about it, might as well just have one in the retail outlet, right? As of now, they have closed the showroom and it's unknown what's next. But at least now we know the rules. So you can brand our bosses to convert a B1 unit into a full office. If you think I learned something, consider subscribing and also watch this video to be slightly smarter.